This is Bobby Shwaterberg. He got kicked out of the NBA after getting in a shootout with Ja Morant and decided to try ping pong. He was going up against Chester Dingleton and knew he wasn't going to be easy to take down. Regardless, Bobby was sipping that dirty Sprite right before the game and was feeling confident. The game started and Chester stared into Bobby's eyes and bit his juicy, tender lips in an attempt to emasculate Bobby. Bobby has to beat him to prove he's worthy of being the best, and saw some bad bitches looking his way and straight up embarrassed Chester. The bad bitches started jiggling their boobs for Bobby. God damn, look at that sexy-ass move from Bobby. Bobby's magnificent swagger completely threw Chester off his game. Chester said not bad for someone with small nuts. He laughed and said, let's make things interesting, and whoever loses this game has to get their balls ran over by a truck. Bobby said, bet bitch, and outperformed Chester once again. Chester said good shot and gave him a beer, which Bobby's alcoholic dumbass drank without thinking, and then what the fuck was that? Bobby started bugging the fuck out, and it turned out the beer was poisoned by Chester. Chester looked at him with a grin on his face and said, you enjoy my man juice, baby boy? Bobby told him to shut the fuck up and gave the ball the meanest backhand of all time, just how he smacks his wife when he's drunk. Bobby could barely stand, and his eyes were burning up and his penis was itchy as fuck, but he was trying his best. Sadly, Chester scored, and Bobby said, you know what, whoever scores this time has to get their left nut smashed by a truck. Chester said, bet, and then, God damn it, Bobby, say goodbye to your left nut. Chester poked fun at Bobby for losing one of his balls and nicknamed him Mr. Dingle One Single Nuts. Bobby responded, I only need one nut to fuck your mom, bitch. The game intensified, and Bobby sauced up Chester's bitch ass once again and got another point. Bobby closed his gracious eyes and visualized about being the king of ping pong sitting on the throne where he belonged. The lean he sipped earlier started hitting, and Bobby's junky ass forgot to swing. They were tied now, and Chester said, hope you're ready to get neutered and have an empty sack with no balls in it. Chester is now 1 point away from winning, and Bobby started shitting his pants. He was losing his mind not because of the poison or the lean he was sipping on earlier while trapping on his block, but because not only was he 1 point away from losing, but he was 1 point away from having another truck ram right into his fucking testicles. But Bobby said, fuck that, we gon' ball, and gave it his all. Bobby was so focused, he started moaning every time he hit the ball. These manly, legendary moans threw Chester off, and he hit the ball out of bounds. It was now a tie game, and whoever scored the next 2 points wins and doesn't have to lose their private part and become a real-life Ken doll. Oh! Bobby had taken the lead. It's now or nothing. Bobby can't choke and fold. He is not the 2016 Golden State Warriors, he said to himself, and said, I'm sorry, Chester, but it's time to put your balls on a t-shirt. All Bobby had on his mind was determination. They were both sweating, and Bobby was seconds away from passing out from the poison, but he kept his composure. And he won! This was the greatest comeback in sports history. Chester dropped down to his knees and started crying, because now he has to lose his genitals. And Bobby picked out 2 sexy Latinas from the crowd to go home with him.
Join the Discord, link in the description.